While there are many TV shows like The Walking Dead, Succession, and The Last of Us that get a lot of attention, there are others flying under the radar more people should know about and watch. So coming up, I'll show you 10 underrated TV series released this year and over the past decade that we enjoyed and we think are deserving of more viewers. Let's get started. First up, in no particular order, is That Dirty Black Bag on the AMC Plus streaming service. Lacking any real promotion, this is one most people have never heard of. Described as a spaghetti western, it stars Dominic Cooper as Arthur McCoy, a corruptible sheriff in a town full of bandits, bounty hunters, and bloody vendettas. The storyline for this show is twisted, the imagery is gruesome, and it's darkly funny. 3 seasons of That Dirty Black Bag have already been planned. Season 1 is available on AMC Plus right now. Up next, available on Paramount Plus, is Joe Pickett. This neo-western crime drama is based on characters created by novelist C.J. Box. It stars Michael Dorman in the title role as a Wyoming-based game warden. The series follows Joe and his family in the small town of Saddle String and the surrounding wilderness of Yellowstone National Park. When a murder victim is found on the Pickett's property, they find themselves embroiled in a large conspiracy. This is one of those shows that gets better with each episode. 2 seasons are available to watch right now on Paramount Plus. Next up, Good Omens is one of our favorite series on Prime Video. Created by Neil Gaiman, this British fantasy comedy drama stars David Tennant and Michael Sheen. The series follows a demon named Crowley, played by Tennant, and Sheen plays the angel Aziraphale. This odd couple seek to prevent the coming of the Antichrist and stop the approaching Armageddon. Both Tennant and Sheen are excellent in their roles, and the supporting cast is amazing. While Good Omens was intended to be a 1-season limited series, the huge response from fans wanting another season of this show prompted Amazon to order a 2nd season that is now on Prime Video. If you haven't seen it yet, Good Omens is a must-watch. Mr. Robot is probably the most recommended series in the comments of our other videos. The psychological thriller that was broadcast on the USA Network was created by Sam Esmail. It stars Rami Malek as an unstable cybersecurity engineer and vigilante hacker who gets recruited by an anarchist hacktivist group called F Society, whose goal is to take down a corrupt corporation. If you enjoy tense plots with plenty of twists and turns, Mr. Robot should be on your watch list. All 4 seasons are available to watch right now on Prime Video. Now for something completely different. The Bear is a comedy drama available on the streaming service Hulu. It stars Jeremy Allen White as an award-winning chef who returns to his hometown of Chicago to manage the chaotic kitchen at his deceased brother's sandwich shop. When you first start watching it, you might feel it's devoid of any depth. As the season goes on, you'll realize how complex and deep the series really is, and at that moment, you'll be hooked. 2 seasons of The Bear are on Hulu right now and has been renewed for a 3rd season. Next up on Paramount Plus is Evil. The supernatural drama follows a skeptical forensic psychologist, a Catholic seminarian, and a cynical technology contractor as they investigate unexplained mysteries, including alleged miracles, demonic possessions, and other extraordinary events. While the entire cast is fantastic, Michael Emerson is a standout in this show. Some of you might recognize him from his roles in Lost and Person of Interest. He plays an expert in the occult who's fixated with encouraging others to carry out evil acts. This cleverly written show, while disturbing at times, is quite fun to watch. After watching the first episode, you'll want to binge it, watching each episode back to back. Thankfully, there are 3 seasons of Evil available to watch on Paramount Plus right now, and has been renewed for a 4th season. Now if you're looking for something a little darker in tone, Taboo is for you. This British historical fiction crime drama initially premiered on BBC One in the UK and was broadcast on the FX network in the US. The series stars Tom Hardy, whose character returns from Africa to England following the death of his father. Upon returning, he gets embroiled in a war with the East India Company. At times, the show can be quite bizarre, and that's not a bad thing. If you're a fan of the series Peaky Blinders, in which Hardy also appears in, I can almost guarantee you that you'll enjoy this show too. In fact, Taboo was co-created by Stephen Knight, the creator of Peaky Blinders. BBC One and FX have renewed Taboo for a 2nd season. After years of delays, Season 2 is now in production and the expected release is late 2024 at the earliest. Next up is The Old Man. This drama thriller on the FX network is based on the novel of the same name by Thomas Perry. It stars Jeff Bridges as Dan Chase, a former CIA operative who's been living off the grid in upstate New York for 30 years. After killing an assassin who broke into his home, Chase is forced out of hiding. John Lithgow co-stars as Harold Harper, who's the FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence. He's given the task of bringing in Chase because of their complicated past. Both Bridges and Lithgow are at the top of their game with fantastic performances. FX has renewed The Old Man for a second season. Kingdom is perhaps one of the most mentioned in our comments with a loyal following. The South Korean horror thriller has the distinction of being Netflix's first original Korean series. Set in the 16th century, it follows a young crown prince who attempts to investigate a mysterious illness afflicting the king, but finds himself caught in the middle of a deadly epidemic overtaking his kingdom. While trying to save his people from the plague, he must also stop his political opponents from seizing the throne. Kingdom is a refreshing take on the zombie landscape and is better than most in the same genre on Netflix, including The Walking Dead. 2 seasons are available to watch right now, along with a one-off special episode. Netflix has yet to announce if Kingdom will be coming back for a 3rd season. Up next is the psychological horror Servant on the Apple TV Plus streaming service. It was created and written by Tony Bascalop, who also serves as an executive producer alongside M. Night Shyamalan. The series follows a Philadelphia couple, Dorothy and Sean Turner, dealing with a terrible tragedy. After hiring Leanne to be the nanny to their baby son, Jericho, this leads to strange and mysterious occurrences in their home. This tension-filled show is quite binge-worthy, with each episode clocking in at around 30 minutes each. All 4 of its seasons are on Apple TV Plus right now, with the 4th being its last. Perhaps one of the most overlooked and underrated TV shows of all time is the psychological thriller Hannibal. Based on the novels by Thomas Harris, it stars Mads Mikkelsen as Dr. Hannibal Lecter and explores his relationship with FBI investigator Will Graham, played by Hugh Dancy. With intellectual writing, outstanding acting, and powerful visuals, Hannibal is must-watch TV. Running for just 3 seasons, it was prematurely canceled in 2015 by NBC. If you haven't seen it yet, all 3 seasons of Hannibal are available to watch right now on AMC+. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you to find a new TV show to watch, give it a thumbs up and share it with others. What TV series do you enjoy that you think more people should be watching? Let us know in the comments. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe and click the notification bell to not miss out on our latest top 10s and other tech-related stuff.